Welcome back. You're ready to First Departure versus MVP Hot6, our second and final series for SCA today. We've got some Europe action happening afterwards. It's the Summit 3. I'm GoDz, joining me as WinteR, and it's time for Game 2. First Departure, lead 1-0. Looking to clean things up here in Game 2. We'll see what MVP Hot6 has to say for themselves, though.
Dire team pick.
First pick Phoenix, not something you see every day.
Yes, not something you see every day indeed. And I wonder what First Departure have in mind with this. This is unexpected to the max. Skywrath immediately picked up in retaliation, so you have a good support to zone him out. Phoenix can be zoned up pretty well by your Skywrath, your Silencer.
And attack speed show a lot against the egg.
Well, here we go. It's a bit of a pocket strategy. The Phoenix Medusa, some good synergy between these two heroes, and something we've seen a bit throughout DAC and some other events where you combine the Stone Gaze with that Supernova to keep it alive, and it's a pretty potent combo.
You want to have Silencer against
10
that.
seconds remaining.
Yeah.
So you can actually break the combo. Or you go for a heavy team fight of your own with like Void.
I feel like the next plan is to get like some mana burn, like the Quaswex Invoker, the Anti-Mage, but that's where First Departure, ban out the Anti-Mage, and in all likelihood could ban an Invoker or a Nyx Assassin with this fourth ban as well.
Yeah, or MVP can utilize the fact that First Departure have heroes, like these two heroes are very ultimate reliant and they don't have like small disables, so you can actually go for maybe a Storm or go for a hero that's mobile, like Ember, and the enemy cannot actually kill the hero, kill your mobile hero. Sometimes it's dangerous when you go for this sort of jobs and the enemy has a Storm. I think we've seen it a couple of times here and you cannot do anything to the Storm.
Alright, well we'll see what the teams have in mind here. Tree and Protector get banned out. That's another kind of good combo hero for the Phoenix and Medusa. Combine the Overgrowth with the Supernova, even the Stone Gaze to lock people in place, so all likelihood First Departure wants some at least additional lockdown to go with these heroes. Something like an Earthshaker could fit quite nicely as well. And we'll see how MVP Hot6 react to this, but already have some good answers to the Phoenix.
10 seconds
if they were to put Phoenix as a support, then I've seen them done Phoenix support a couple of times in the past. Like, it's not good versus certain lineups where you have Storm and you don't have Disable, but let's see what they have. There's still Lion in the pool, which can actually solve that lack of Disable problem they have right now with the first two picks.
Yeah. You can have 4 heroes with no disables and Lion solves everything. So it doesn't matter. You hit big 3-4 man impales and Lion turns into Tide Hunter. You get a Hex and then suddenly you counter BKB heroes if you get a Blink Hex off on them, so very flexible here. It's going to be the Nyx Assassin for MVP Hot6. There's your mana burn as far as one way of handling the Medusa. See how First Departure react to this. It's probably obviously something they would have had in mind.
10 seconds
I'm not so sold by the Nyx Assassin. I think Nyx Assassin on paper counters Medusa, but it's not so easy to pull it off because you need 4 points in mana burn to be actually super good versus Medusa. Otherwise, not going to be so easy.
The hero in general just seems a little on the weak side anyway, so it's like where if you have to pick him to counter here, if like Nyx was like a top tier pick for other reasons, it'd be another story, but he's kind of a borderline pick, so we'll see how it works out. There's your Earthshaker that I kind of mentioned earlier. Just having Fissure around the Supernova as well as the Medusa Stone Gaze to set things up, and also just to give you like a decent laning support as well. Well, not so much laning, but a good defensive support for the laning stage.
Yeah, they're going to have a lot of team fight potential as well with the Earthshaker plus Phoenix Medusa. And if they feel the need, like you mentioned, the Lion would solve a lot of problems. If they feel the need, they need a support like Lion. Phoenix can always be used as a core, so you can actually fit a Lion in heavy disable lineup to counter certain heroes. So they still have their options open for now.
I mean, right now it doesn't feel like lack of disables is going to be a big issue. That's more if I guess something like a Storm Spirit is picked up or whatever it may be. But for the Troll itself, I think they can handle things alright here.
Troll plus Storm is actually a very good combination of heroes together. The Battle Trance when Storm zips in. So Storm is definitely a hero that would fit MVP's draft if they want to go for the Storm. And I would think that if once the Storm is picked up, First Departure would realize they need the Lion, and Lion will be actually their support instead of the Phoenix, and Phoenix gets bumped up a position into the core.
Well, we'll see what the MVP Hot6 have in mind here for 4th pick. Likely to be running Nix in that offlane, so maybe even just picking up their other support for now is the other possibility, but...
Silencer would be good against their heroes.
Oh yeah.
10
Good versus
seconds
the
remaining.
Phoenix, good versus the Earthshaker as well. You can stop the backup fissure coming in with the
5
ultimate. So
seconds remaining.
push. Okay, so they're gonna go for
Dire
pushing
team pick.
5 men.
Yeah, so Scarith, in theory, if it is an offlane Phoenix, can deal with the Phoenix,
Radiant
secure the farm
team
for Troll or whoever it may be, and probably get like another... Whoever their last core is, their middle, their carry is going to be like another good 5-man pushing carry type hero.
Yeah, surprised they actually chose to go for Juggernaut. Juggernaut is not exactly very good versus Chen, but
No, not by any
10
means.
And
seconds remaining.
but it's good in team. It's like a sort of a semi-good call
5
with team
seconds
fight
remaining.
potential with the Blade Fury and Healing Ward.
Yeah.
But they don't really want to push with the Healing Ward early because you have Medusa. You want to buff a lot.
Dire team ban.
Unless you want a 5-man against the Chen to actually
This
take
feels like a
fights early.
slightly odd pick in general. Like, you've got the Insta-Sans from a Skywrath to prevent the Jug from Omni-Slashing. You've got Troll with Whirling Axes to just be able to man-fight a Jug. Definitely does not feel like the best Jug game.
Yeah, it really doesn't. But they probably want to use the Juggernaut to 5-man. Like Medusa, obviously you can go late game or you can 5-man very early. But 5-man very early against MVPs. MVP has a very good and strong, solid early lineup with the Chen and Troll. So it's not the easiest thing, and you want to make sure your Medusa gets a lot of farm before you actually want to fight the Troll. So I'm not sure about the Juggernaut pick. It puts them in a very weird spot where you want to fight with the hero, but you want to get more farm on the Medusa at the same time. So it's like it doesn't feel on the same page.
One of the nice things they probably considered when picking this is that it does give them some Roshan taking potential on that dire side, which they had 0 of before this pick.
Mm-hmm.
They may even... the Vengeful Spirit is still in the pool. That makes a nice last pick.
If they go for Venge, then Lockdown will be very... They don't have super a lot of good Lockdown. Vision.
I mean, it depends what MVP... If MVP get like a Storm, then yeah, I think getting a Venge is a bad idea. But if they're going for like a 5-man push kind of thing, I don't know if Lockdown is as important.
If it's a 5-man push, then Venge should be something that would be very good.
If they get like a Dragon Knight or something, I mean, I don't think Dragon Knight's the best hero anymore. I feel like Dragon Knight's only a hero you ever pick when you have like a Chen for push strats, but...
Did they actually pick that with a Chen? DAC? I remember it wasn't with a...
All of Dragon Knight's games on this patch have been picked with a Chen. Dragon Knight has never been picked without Chen.
Dragon Knight with Luna, I remember the game.
It's a... Dragon Knight's in a really bad place right now as a hero, I feel. He needs some buffs or tweaks.
Maybe slightly more... I think slightly more damage on the Flame Breath would be a good start.
Yeah. I don't know.
We'll see. But MVP right now, what the options they have right now, obviously other than Storm, they can go for a heavy core which can use the Battle Trance. I'm thinking maybe you want to go, like the other core that comes to mind is Slug, because Slug is good versus Juggernaut, good versus Medusa, but he might struggle in the laning phase against Sphinx. Okay, I hear a pause.
Yeah. The good old drafted
Yeah,
DC.
they pick Slug in the chat. I see. Check the chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Slug is good versus Juggernaut and Medusa. I'm definitely not surprised that. But if it goes, if in the fight he gets locked down by Earthshaker plus the Phoenix stun, it's still gonna be be dangerous for him.
It was Slurk instead of Jug.
What?
It was First Departure who lagged.
Oh, First Departure actually picked Slug.
Yeah, so they lagged and picked the wrong hero apparently. So it's Slack instead of Juggernaut. Interesting. That makes more sense, because we were kind of talking about the Juggernaut, and it's like, Yeah, okay. That makes more sense now. Alright.
So what's going on?
So they're going to remake. It won't be a Jug, it'll be a Slack. And then picks continue.
So it's a Phoenix, Medusa, Earthshaker, and Slug. And MVP has the same heroes.
Yep, same heroes. That makes a bit more sense.
He picked Chen first. Yeah, then they were arguing that there's big Chen after Jug. Okay,
No,
that's
yeah,
a
the Chen pick came before the Jug, so that's it's fine. It maybe affected their last ban, perhaps. I don't know if their last ban was different, but
10 seconds remaining.
we'll see. MVP Hot6 now. They
5
haven't got much
seconds
time to decide
remaining.
things here. They've had some extra pause time, which maybe create extra confusion. Shadow Fiend, though.
Dire
Who we
team
didn't really
pick.
bring up or consider, but it feels like a decent pick.
Shadow Fiend very good on the Radiant side as well. With the Chen, something we see a lot in during TAC. Bench Chen Shadow Fiend.
First
But this
departure.
game they have to use the Shadow Fiend and Chen to take a lot of map control. It's gonna be MVP again. They have to
10
take map
seconds
control with their
remaining.
heroes.
Well, we're going to look to have some way of at least dealing somewhat with the Chen, if you want to engage in and actually burst on a hero with the Ice Blast, but...
Phoenix is gonna get a very hard lane. It's a troll Skyraf safe lane. He's not gonna be able to farm too much. Experience, if he gets a lot of experience, it's already good enough.
Alright, we're going to go
That lane
for
is
a
brutal.
remake, it looks like.
That lane is brutal for him.
That's the crazy thing. It's a dual lane even, but Phoenix just gets crushed by that. He's got low armor. Skywrath just amazing at zoning. Troll incredible at zoning as well as a safe lane farmer, so...
Game is up, bro.
Okay, I'm here. I'm in. Come and join me.
So I'm already in. So the lanes would be Scaraf plus Troll safe lane against a Phoenix. The opponent has a Juggernaut. A Slug safe lane with Earthshaker plus Ancient Apparition.
Yes.
I don't think they will actually be doing tri-lane with aggressive tri-lane with that because
and mid is the Medusa versus Shadow Fiend.
Mid Medusa, yeah, it's like everyone has very standard farming oriented lineups, and it's gonna be again up to the junk. Like it's same game like the last game where MVP had the Enigma and they had to get something done. This time they have the Chen and they need to get something done. Not sure if they can actually accomplish that based on last game, but they have to. It's basically they need to do somewhat of a similar thing compared to the last game. But this game they have better late game compared to last game. It's against at the end of the day, it's still against Medusa plus Phoenix. So, late game wise, it's still very very strong. With the Slug, Medusa, Slug and Phoenix late game.
Well, we'll see how things unravel here. We get back into our all-pick remake. Game 2, first departure with that 1-0 lead. I'm going to seal the deal here in game number 2. This is the Summit 3, and it's going to be an interesting couple of drafts. We've seen some unconventional picks, some unconventional items today. The Yule's Bristleback definitely comes to mind there, and your favorite, the Carolina. Well, kind of Carolina. Support Carolina. And this time around, a bit more of a standard draft from both teams. Your Shadow Fiend Chen Troll, your Medusa kind of 5-man lineup. A bit more straightforward out of the FD and MVP Hot6 teams.
Yeah, MVP has, I want to say, have better lanes in general with the Skyraf, Troll, Shadow Fiend, and Chen. So they are going to inherit a natural early game advantage. So let's see what they do with it this game. The last game they didn't really utilize it very well. So let's see what about this game.
Yeah, I feel like both mid as well as their safe lane should be clear wins. SF will have the support from the Chen there. Earthshaker can do a little bit with roaming, but it's like it's not like Medusa has high kill potential. It's not like it's a sniper where you have a fissure into shrapnel and you kill the SF. Medusa can't really kill SF unless SF makes a mistake there or gets too aggressive.
I think trading farm wise, once you get level 5, Shadow Fiend should actually get a lot more farm with damage and waste. So once you get higher levels on Shadow Fiend, Medusa is gonna start having a hard time. Early levels, I think probably she's still gonna be able to do fine, but it also depends, like you mentioned, what creep does the Chen have. If he gets like some tornado or the chain lightning creep, the Harpy, then it's over for the Medusa.
Yeah.
Speaking over.
Alright, well, we're going to see what first departure have in mind. They probably want to come and ward some of that Chen jungle. They're headed down bottom as 5. We're going to have Awa leading the way on the Slark, Fixers on the Medusa, Lubby on the AA, got your Earthshaker, and then Angie going to be on the Phoenix. On the Radiant side, Forev on the Troll, Lost on the Shadow Fiend. It's going to be Heen playing the Chen, Dubu on the Skywrath Mage. And in the offlane, it's Baton on the Knicks. So it's only 4 MVP heroes here securing their own jungle. They're going to be looking to just play defensive, get whatever scouting information they can, but probably not take a fight. One ward going to block the pull to start things off, and then they're going to look to block some of these Chen camps.
30 seconds.
Did they actually see? I think they saw.
Yep,
Yeah,
they're
they're
pinging it.
pinging it.
They saw exactly where that one was planted.
Does Shen have 200 gold for sentry? Yeah, he does. He just sent his sentry out,
Yep.
so he's gonna be able to devote this one. I don't think they saw the first observer, but they saw the sentry.
Yes, I believe that's right. And he should be able to deward it before the 30-second mark. No, he's actually headed up top, so...
Okay, let's watch the Phoenix, whether he gets the bounty with the dive. He's gonna do it now. Ah! Okay, a bit too fast.
Half a second too
very
early, perhaps.
It's very difficult to time it, and you don't want to do it if you have like if you have supports like Lion and Rubik, but Skyruff is fine.
Yep.
Almost got it. His credit. So 1 bounty rune a piece. Interesting. Slug actually got it.
And actually going
Instead
for
of
the boots first on Phoenix. I don't know, not your standard everyday. I mean, the Ring of Protection doesn't help so much against the Skywrath nukes, but...
Yeah, it doesn't really help so much, but at the same time, if you go for the Ring of Protection build, you got extra go for a set of Salve.
Yes.
So,
it feels like
or another Tangos.
It feels like you could maybe go for like a magic stick with like an extra salve or tangos. The boots doesn't. I don't know.
I mean, it's gonna be good because you're gonna be, if you buy boots and this one set of tango, you're gonna be running back to base anyway. So have boots. But I still feel if you have Salve, because if the Skyruff doesn't have clarities, then you can just Salve up the first few nukes and then just good to go after that.
Yep. And Skywrath does have none. Just went for a null talisman with tangos kind of build here. So.
Yeah.
We'll see how things progress here, but Angie at least getting some XP out of this lane. We'll hit level 2.
It's not zoning him hard enough though. The Skyruff, he's only dropping nuke and just backing off. He can actually just strike quickly.
That's the thing with 0 base armor, like not getting any right clicks in is some lost value from Dubu here. But
yeah, you even went for the null talisman, but you want to use your damage though. I just think that he could have pressured the Phoenix a lot harder than what he did. Phoenix has level 2 from that. That is not what you want when you have some Skyruff.
Yeah, that's already like a decent start for your Phoenix here. Chen's managed to start with a Hellbear creep, which is not the best creep for harassing mid lane. Medusa's fully healthy here, and Hellbear's coming in, but not going to get too much done. Earthshaker nearby, smoked up, and hoping for SF to push too far forward, which may be the case here. Medusa's right-clicking. Here's your fissure. There we go. First blood picked up. Phoenix even rocks up for some XP and money. But the kill goes the way of fixes on the Medusa. First departure. Get first blood.
Top lane.
Uh-oh. Hit the pounce, and that looks like the death of Baton. Carapace not going to save his life there. AA gets the kill. That's his boots money, or possibly just some flying courier money. This is not the start MVP Hot6 had in mind.
This is not very good for them. They are supposed to again to have the superior early game, but they got caught out. SF was a little too cocky, and he paid for it.
Yeah.
This is gonna be putting a lot of pressure. Like the first few movements they make with the Chen will be crucial. They need to at least get a crucial kill or get. At this point of the game, I don't think he can roam so much anymore because Medusa is gonna have higher points in his mana shield already from that kill. So maybe try to just focus more on farming. He's still level 1 now, so he needs to get higher levels before he wants to roam. And I think the Phoenix will just be mostly around the around the Medusa, making sure they don't get any kills.
Chen also just wholly persuaded like the creep he was trying to kill.
Wow, really?
Weird. He was trying to kill this double stack, and he persuaded the Hellbear that was about to die instead of the Centaur, which is what I think he wanted.
Oh, yeah,
and then
that's
the Hellbear
huge,
instantly died afterwards, so this has just been disaster.
Middle lane.
Oh, great fissure coming out. The dive also hitting for some extra slow. I don't know if it needed to be that good of a fissure, but that was pixel perfect.
Yeah, that fissure was just basically... I mean, it's just again, like the Shadow Fiend should be very cautious. Like, the 2 times he died, he was very careless. You should never be below the river when you're against a shaker and you can't see where he is. And they have look at the vision they have. They have a ward at top. This doesn't see the Earthshaker anywhere there. So the Earthshaker has to be stacking and be nearby middle. Look, now they see the Earthshaker going top. So
definitely when I looked at this draft, I'm like, okay, SF sure, there's an Earthshaker, but it's Medusa. It's not like it's that Earthshaker. Like, the Sniper, you can dive the high ground. Medusa has no diving capabilities. This is just SF positioning way too far forward, it feels like. Bottom lane, though. Possibly going for a kill here. There's no silence. Needs to dive and dive soon. We'll get out of there. And some pressure on this T1 tower. Phoenix would love to be reaching XP, but...
Yeah, they probably... I think they could have gotten that kill. He just needed like one creep before he got level 3. He could have just waited at the tree for XP. But it's still okay because the Phoenix loses, like you mentioned, a lot of experience.
Yes.
Like sometimes it's better not to kill than to kill.
If they killed him there, he respawns and TP's back in and gets all this XP and... I mean, I guess he's going to get a good amount of XP anyway, so we'll TP to the tier 2. But the tier 1's claimed 4 EV. Gets himself some nice money to add to his bank. No Shaker on the move once again.
The dive is already off cooldown, so they have to get this right.
They've got the damage for this one. They've got to kill him during the silence, and that silence wears off pretty quickly. We'll dive out. Survives on 90 HP. We'll salve up a TP in from an AA. Not really to save the day.
They forced 2 supports to come in though.
Bit of a weird TP from an AA. What's an AA gonna do? Scare him away. He's scary and ghostly.
They didn't even need to TP in the first place. He was in no... He wouldn't have died anyway, because the silence was, like you mentioned, already wearing off and he's gonna get out. It's a lot of wasted time by the AA. Earthshaker is still fine because you want to walk around with the hero anyway, but AA will lose a lot of experience by doing this.
As far as the top lane goes, things are looking pretty nice for the Slark, who's up to 1800 gold, probably thinking of that Midas pickup. He saved up this much, and we'll see Earthshaker continue to stack for his team. A big fat ancient stack awaits this Medusa later down the lines.
Middle tower is under attack.
Probably be some time before Medusa can actually farm it. No points in split shot yet, but just investments towards the future. Nothing like a good old retirement fund.
Good old retirement fund indeed. Shadow Fiend is gonna build into a use. I think this game could help him set up for kills, defensive purpose. Not so much defensive purpose, I think. You can also use it to cancel the Icarus dive.
Just a Bassi. He wants the Ring of Aqua for now. Still could be.
Okay, I thought he was actually gonna build into the use already, but gonna get the Aquila first, obviously.
We'll see where he goes for this one. Looks like Skywrath trying to do some deep warding here, but the Dire Observer actually scouts I believe the ward placement there, so it should be an easy D-ward or at least some knowledge for first departure as to where that is.
Oh, middle lane.
Initiation. They don't hit the dive slow, and the Fissure not used just yet. Held on to. SF will survive this one. Chen now up to level 5 and looking to maybe pressure this bottom lane once more here. Going to pick up some arcane boots, it looks like. There we go. And has the creep army en route towards bottom.
Probably they can't defend. I think they don't. Yeah, they can't defend this for sure. They need to give this up. Try to get a trade off somewhere. Top lane, tower's full HP, so they're not gonna be able to get a trade off there. It's a free tower for them.
Yep. That's some good pressure from mvp Hot6 using this Chen to pretty good effect here. Creating good space for the Shadow Fiend to farm as well, because FD see this and they keep rotating like 2 heroes, maybe a third. The supports especially rotating out of that mid lane towards bottom. Means SF is getting good farm in his lane. He's able to stack his neutral camps to get farm there, and SF is actually, while behind the Medusa, is not as bad as things once were.
They're gonna look to. I think they can still get another tower. They can just move everyone towards middle right now and just take the tower. I don't think FD can defend. They need at least level 6 on the Phoenix or AA to be able. They are very close to level 6 on the AA, so I think MVP needs to use this small window of opportunity to take another tower. Like once they remove the middle tower, then Roshan will be very difficult to defend if you're FD.
Yeah.
And they can just go in with Throw and Shadow Fiend. Then it will be easy rush. I mean, that's the next. I don't even think they need to wait for the mecha. They can just go right now. Just get to tower. There's very little FD can do to defend that. But once they have Phoenix ultimate and A ultimate, then they can defend.
Yeah, it feels like for now it's a waiting game. You give up a couple towers or so. It's not like the old 6.81 or whatever it was where you just start snowballing going from tower to tower. Bottom lane Phoenix Anything to cancel this? No, it gets the TP out. Skywrath Mage will survive. Still, it's okay. Phoenix just wants, more than anything, he wants this lane so he can get his level 6. And even beyond that, get some more key levels.
Dire's middle tower
MVP is gonna move towards middle right now, but the troll is still at bottom, so it's gonna take them a while to take this tower. They need the troll to be here to be quick. Ice Bar's gonna come in, but yeah, they need everyone here though to get the tower.
Yeah, pesky stuff. The damage over time is brutal here. You combine the Ice Blast later on with like the Fire Spirits that dive. Things can get very worrisome for an MVP Hot6 team. They're keeping the troll bottom for now. He's going to... Okay, there we go. See, TP mid. The Fire Spirits will stall this. It looks like it should be another free tower.
Oh, Shadowfin is blocked. Shadowfin is blocked. It's dangerous for him.
Okay. For the time being, Fire Spirits just being thrown here. First departure, don't want to commit. They're going to keep the Slack top. He did go for a Midas, which means he's not exactly ready to teamfight right now.
They can still, yeah, I think they are still strong enough to move. Yeah, they can just move towards top and take another tower, or they can go for Roshan. These are the two next options they have. But they're gonna move towards top, so the Slug has to move to another lane to farm right now. Chen is level 6, 1k gold, so he's halfway to his mecha.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This is still looking okay for MVP.
Saka top getting ganked out, but we'll get the pounce off that. Silence is not quite long enough. Ewa has the ultimate. The fish are going to come out. He may just turn this one around. Phoenix shows up and Dubu's overextended. Dive actually not going to hit him. Gets the supernova.
Oh, hit the
that
egg.
is not the supernova you want. Into 5 heroes. Ruh-roh.
That was a very dangerous play.
Down he goes. Ice Blast off the mark as well. If that hit Dubu, that would have also been a kill. But now they're feeding away urn charges on top of this to bet on.
And the only way he pulled that off was he hit Fire Spirits on 3 of the other heroes. Then he can actually pull that off.
Even if he does, there's 5 heroes. They just have to each hit the egg once.
It's a very low percentage play. I don't know what he had. What was his plan? It's even better to just die without popping the ulti, since it's a fair amount of cooldown. So they lose the tower, they lose the Phoenix now. Let's see, they teleported the troll back towards bottom. He already has lifesteal. They can definitely move to Roshan anytime they want right now. And there's nothing FD can do since Phoenix ulti is on cooldown.
Alright, well they're going to look to catch the SF at top lane. Lost is maybe overextended. He has got backup. The Chen going to go, use the Test of Fate, send back in.
Wow, he actually almost got the kill. They can just move, yeah. I was just saying they can just move to the Roshan and there's nothing FD can do without the Phoenix and Supernova. Let's see, is there any good creeps for the Chen? Where's the Chen army?
He's got a couple already. He's got 3 of the 4. Has a mixed bag here, the Centaur, Wild Wing, Satyr.
Frost armor creep would be good versus the
An Alpha Wolf, that's not too bad.
Yeah. This is Roshan, Alpha Wolf.
Yeah, they're pinging it
Let's go.
and everything. Let's go indeed. So first departure, still just, at this point, still just looking to get their first couple items up. I don't think, I mean, they're definitely a little concerned about the amount of towers they're losing and all the objectives MVP Hot6 is taking, but that's kind of the nature of the first departure draft. They're going to sit back, wait their time, farm as much as they can, and hold off fighting MVP Hot6 as long as possible.
That was the same game last game, but MVP didn't accumulate enough advantage. But this game, they're getting a very early Roshan, 12 minutes. I think they did a very good job considering that they actually, remember how the game started, they lost the SF middle, they lost the next top. So they're recovering nicely, they got all the map control they want. So these 2 towers, these 2 remaining tier 2 towers is just free tower for MVP. There's no way FD can fight here with the Aegis and the mech and Hand of God. This is so hard for them to fight, and Nyx is gonna find Earthshaker. They should be able to kill, right?
He's at the tower now, and actually, I think they maybe
Oh,
spotted
they
a glimpse
saw
of him. Yeah.
They saw
Centaur
him.
gets dropped. Is there going to be a fissure? Follow up from the Phoenix. Gets the carapace off, but still looking problematic for Mr. Baton. Down he goes. Medusa picking up the last hit there, and that's going to delay things as far as being able to push.
I still think they are probably okay. They're gonna back off. Yeah, that's really bad. They shouldn't lose anyone when they're doing such a push.
Troll down bottom and looking to at least apply pressure across the map. They'll deal with Awa's pressure and farm at top lane. He's up to 2.2k gold. And SF did end up going for the Yule Scepter you mentioned, so he's got a bit more kind of pick off an initiation potential with this build.
Yeah, you can cancel like the other usage is to cancel the Icarus dive from the Phoenix. It's pretty handy. This is they need to group up as soon as possible because Slug has blinked. They can't afford to let someone go solo push and get caught by the Slug. That's the last thing they want to happen. Then FD have more time to farm. They're gonna try and get a kill at top with the Skyraf and Nyx. Just impale. Okay, this is
Slack
easy.
ridiculously low. This is. There we go.
Wow.
They get the sound. Oh,
Wow.
okay.
That was unnecessary. He just needed to stun.
Yeah.
He was you know the Nyx was actually asking the silence from the Skyraf when it wasn't necessary. That was actually not very good from the Nyx. He should just stun and they got the
Yeah.
kill. It's easy.
Yeah.
He shouldn't rely on the Skyraf getting the silence. If he reacted to it, he would just blink away because there was no damage over time, over the course of that. That was just a very bad play, very risky from the Nyx. There was nothing to risk, just impale and they get the kill.
Luckily, they
still got the
they
kill.
don't pay for
They
it.
still got the kill. They didn't pay for it, yeah. And this push might actually transition into high ground. They have the tools to actually go high ground.
Nice Bus will get thrown out to delay things here. Medusa getting ready to kind of fight. 3.2k gold now on fixes.
Let's see, what did the troll build? He's gonna build SMY first.
Yeah,
Alright.
that sounds reasonable. Unless he goes back for like the Yasha BKB build.
I think BKB would be nice this game because you need to make sure that even if you get hit by the fire spirits, you can BKB and just kill the egg. So ideally right now your plan is to take the remaining tier 2 with your MVP Phoenix. Sorry, MVP Hot6 and you just get BKBs before you breach high ground. They are not too far away from the Shadow Fiend and the Troll BKBs. Yeah. They need to, if FD actually try to pull off a defense here, they need to land a Supernova plus Gaze, a very good combo.
We haven't really seen it yet. They've also got the Fissure to back it up as well. So that's where the BKB for the Troll is really important, although the Stone Gaze won't be prevented. Here we go, Fissure for a port on the kind of defensive side of it, so he shouldn't be in too much trouble right now. And just to delay things. That's the Fire Spirits on cooldown though, once they expire.
This is okay. This is okay for MVP because FD want to be farming someone off the map, and now the Slug is here around getting ready to fight. So I think it's fine for MVP. They're not losing out.
Radiant Observer Ward, he realizes he's been spotted and will just head towards bottom lane, looking to get the tier 1 bottom tower. So tier 2 for a tier 1 at this point for FD, maybe as good as it gets. It's about a 7k gold deficit, and they're just trying to delay things as much as possible here. Medusa's still keeping this tier 2 alive, in fact.
Radiant's bottom tower
is taking a lot of damage.
And Slack is gonna...
They're gonna lose the tier 1 at bottom, but I think as long as MVP get this tier, they need to make sure they get the tier 2. That's about it.
They're gonna defend bottom. Nyx TPing in. Vendetta's an
Where's the Skyraf?
This kill.
Oh, he can kill him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, solo kill from your Nyx. That was unnecessary from Awa. They do keep the tier 2 alive at mid lane first departure, but still.
Here comes the smoke from them. They're gonna rotate into the supports.
Shaker Fissure, Dubu gonna be the first one getting caught out. The Chen off to the side, pops the all heal. Ice Blast as well being used, but looks like there'll be enough follow-up damage. Just the Chen kill, over the Skyreth kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They're still getting farm on the Shadow Fiend and the Troll. The BKBs are the most... Okay, he completes the SMY actually. So he's not gonna have the immunity from the Fire Spirits later. This should be very careful. Blink still on the way for a long ways off the way for the Nyx. He's not gonna have it soon. They need to help him by taking a tower. If they could take the middle tier too, so he's gonna get his Blink.
Yeah, well, we'll see what FD can do. Medusa working towards that Scud. He has the second ultimate orb now. It does feel like Medusa's in a pretty good place as far as gearing up towards the high ground defenses. MVP Hot6, they need their BKBs. They're probably going to have to wait until the next Aegis as well, which is, I mean, 2.5 minutes at minimum. That's not the longest wait for them, potentially. Even if it does end up being 4 or 5 minutes. By then, they'll have BKB on SF and potentially the makings of a BKB for Forev on his Troll. And the other big item they may... I mean, I guess that's like less of a let's get this now kind of item, is like the Chen Ag Scepter so we can get the big Granite Golem.
Yeah, that's about all the items they need before they push. I think the BKB is the most important one out of the few he said. The Blink on the Nyx is also important. it will allow him to just get the mana burn on the Medusa frequently with the blink. I mean, this is gonna be it's gonna be very difficult once the Medusa gets BKB. He won't be able to do that. So they need to use this time to get as much as possible. The next Roshan, oh, here comes the Phoenix. No, not gonna get that kill. But they need to make sure that they actually just get the Roshan as well before they go high ground for MVP. Otherwise, without the Aegis, it's not easy to go up against Earthshaker and Medusa. It's quite risky.
We'll see what the next plans can be. Nyx moving towards mid lane. We'll get scattered up by the Sentry Ward. Oh no, it's his Radiant Sentry Ward, sorry. But he does come out of the Vendetta now.
BKB on the Shadow Fiend completed now, so they're gonna push with this right now, by the way.
Doesn't
Troll
have the
already
Bleed
lost
Dagger
the
to
Aegis.
follow up a Yule's initiation is one of the main limitations right now. But Yule's still just a good item on its own. They're going to see the Fissure Ice Blast continue being used to stall things. The mech comes out before the Ice Blast, so heals him up a bit. And the T2 still being delayed here. Fixes. He's got money for his Skadi now. Or just needs another kind of 30 or 40 gold. I see the Courier going to move back to base here. Looks like he maybe wants to hold on to buyback for this fight here. Oh, SF taking big right-click damage here. Will drop the BKB Requiem, and Medusa actually goes down. The burst damage and the focus fire was enough to bring her down, and probably a good thing Medusa saved for buyback. Echo Slam, Dubu. Oh, the mana burn prevents the fissure. They're going to lose Earthshaker now as well. This high ground defense just falling apart.
High ground. This is
A Medusa
this tower might actually go down. This tower might actually go down with the Troll ultimate coming off cooldown soon. 3 seconds.
I guess the other...
They don't have fortification. Oh dear.
They need a creep wave. Here we go. Medusa does not want to use that buyback right now. You see the Ice Blast come into play. Earthshaker about to respawn. 12 seconds on your Medusa. If this is a Rax, that's... You're looking like you're in terrible shape if that's the case. Fissure comes out, catches all 4. Phoenix with a nice dive as well. In goes your Slark with a blink on your Nyx Assassin. They've kept the Melia Rax alive for now. The Supernova at the backlines. Nyx will go down to the Fire Burn. Shadow Fiend in trouble as well. Has a BKB on cooldown. Sent back from the Chen will keep him alive though. Now the chase is on. Can they get any more? Medusa not going to find your Skywrath Maids. They do catch out the Chen though. That'll be their second kill, and that's probably about all they're getting here. But most importantly, Melee Rax kept standing.
Can they go for the Roshan right now for FD? Let's see.
They haven't got the best Roche lineup. Their right-click damage is kind of meh.
Yeah, they don't have enough time, so they can just use the time right now. It's still fine for MVP. They dealt a lot of damage and they lost only 2 supports right now. The only downside is they need some time before Chen has his creeps again. So this would be very valuable time for FD to get farm. Complete the Skadi. The completed Skadi will be on the Medusa right now. So it's gonna be helpful for him in the team fight, but yet again he still needs the BKB against Nyx Assassin in that fight. 4F is actually not going for BKB, he's going for Skadi. That's surprising. That's really surprising. Against the Earthshaker and Phoenix. He's not going to go for BKB.
He's going to run into this... into his Earthshaker now, getting some good scouting information here. We'll see them walk into the Roshan pit. His invis still with half duration here. If they could burst down someone like this SF, they need Slark or at least a +1 somewhere. Oh, there's your Yule's combo. The Fissure, though, from Earthshaker will cancel the Requiem and keep Phoenix alive. SF now needs to be careful. He's losing HP quickly off to the side. Earthshaker caught out. What's your Slark up to? Up over near the Roshan pit.
He forced the Chen to TP out, so...
Oh, he gets first hit bashed! Oh, 4M. Chenos is inner RNGesus to get that kill here, and first departure in some trouble here. Looks like they'll have to give up a Roshan here. SF getting earned back up. The Phoenix trying to drop a Sunray just to cause him some problems, but doesn't accomplish too much. Let's cancel the earn here, but SF still with bottle charges. Fire Spirit's going flying through as well. There is a dive as well as a Supernova. Could be problematic if MVP Hot6 aren't careful here. Medusa once in. There's your Supernova on the high ground, and Troll, you got to get out of there. The Yule Scepter comes in. There's your BKB Requiem. Medusa doesn't take too much damage from it. Phoenix going to refresh his skills. Fire Spirit's online. There's your Stone Gaze as well. Ice Blast to follow 4M, as well as Lost in all sorts of trouble. Luckily for them, they bring down at least 1 in the Earthshaker, but that Medusa is still alive and kicking. Nyx Assassin blinks out to kind of safety. He wants back in. He's got no mana for an Impale. At least not yet. Here comes your SF, having bought back into the game. Wants round 2 here. No dive available for Phoenix just yet. Impale still on cooldown for... Well, another fight. He needs 5 more mana. SF will blink forward, get that kill on the Phoenix, and looks like Roshan has been secured for the Troll as a result. Both Troll and Shadow Fiend brought back, though. That was a win for first departure.
They need to go now, right? If MVP can secure a Rex with this, with all the ultimates down, then it's still okay for them. They need to run down middle lane. Oh, the creep wave is too far away. The Phoenix will respawn with 50 seconds of cooldown on the ultimate.
They can stall so well too. Like Fissure, Ice Blast, that's one creep wave dead more or less, or at least delayed. So it feels like they're not. There's going to be ultis up. They can still go for the racks, but they're going to have to be fighting into the Supernova, fighting into the Stone Gaze. At least that's the way it feels. Maybe not Supernova quite yet, but Stone Gaze up in 15.
Yeah, they have 25 seconds before Supernova comes off cooldown. Let's see if they can get a Rex here.
Stick Snake, Fissure, Ice Blast, there we go. Everything you can just to stall things up here. There's a level 4 mana burn giving Medusa some issues here. Slack just goes in to delay things here. It's the Chen he wants in on. BKB gets popped as well. 1 kill his way. Pounces out, will survive. Chen's a pretty big pickup here. He's the one with all those heals to kind of negate some of this AoE damage, and 450 Aegis is going to go down once. Now they can just look to reset first departure. They're still holding onto the Supernova. They may have used Stone Gaze there, but things manageable still for them. And Aegis down. MVP Hot6 are just being continuously delayed.
Yeah, I don't think they can push anymore. Phoenix is ulti now. It's very dangerous for them to go.
They see the Troll here in the jungle, but just the Slark nearby for now. SF at bottom lane, possibly the juicier target. He's sitting at fairly low HP. Nice blast, almost clips him.
This is not looking good for MVP at all. They might actually just... I mean, the game, if they cannot finish the game, then they are in all sorts of trouble. They can still farm the Troll and SF and hope for late, but late game against Medusa, Slug and Phoenix, good luck with that. You will have Chen, which is not very useful, and all the heroes on FD are very good in late game scenario.
Yeah, your AA is getting close to an Aghanim Scepter. Your Earthshaker's already proven his worth, and...
Let's see... What else are they waiting for? They have everything. I'm not sure though. If you go into late game, you need... Like, even if, let's say Shadow Fiend has Skadi and Butterfly, you're still not gonna fight against some Medusa. So, they need to find a pick-off and just go push again. They need to find a pick-off with these Nicks and just try to push on top of that. Otherwise, I think the longer they wait, it's just gonna get harder every minute that passes by. And Skyra, he's right of Athos though. I'm not sure if he actually does so much for him this game.
Yeah, seems doesn't offer the same utility of like a Force Staff, Yule Scepter, and these other items. There's no Lincolns or something to break with it, but
if you're actually ahead and you can get solo pickups, then it's fine. But he didn't really use it, and if you look at FD's lineup, you can probably only kill the supports or the Phoenix. Phoenix is even difficult unless you get the silence off. So I'm not sure. I just think that the Force Staff, he could actually save the Troll a couple of times in fights, and it just has more value because of that.
Well, possibly the next timing will be this Chen Ag Scepter. You get that Granite Golem, boost everyone's HP up a bit. Could try and combine that with the next Aegis and Cheese, but that next Aegis and Cheese will not be an easy grab. That's
good news here. They have the Frost armor on the Chen right now, so it's gonna make life a lot easier for them to push.
There's still so much magic damage, and that's where Troll knocking a BKB is surprising.
Yeah, I really don't understand why he's not getting BKB, because without BKB he's... I don't think he can actually hit so much without BKB. Once the Medusa and the Phoenix ultimate come, you just have to run without BKB. Like with BKB, you just need to worry about the Stone Gaze from the Medusa, and the rest is fine. You don't have to worry about anything else. So I don't know, man. Without the BKB, it just feels like he's not threatening in a fight without a BKB.
There's your Skadi completed, so maybe you can start getting to work on that BKB next. But right now, it feels like MVP Hot6's timing window has completely been missed, and we're kind of back on this even footing, or even maybe things starting to kind of lean towards first departure. They're still well behind on net worth and experience, but the late game Medusa threat And just this big team fight that they built around the Medusa Stone Gaze with the Supernova, with the Earthshaker as well, looking pretty potent.
So the Chen has X right now. He's scouting the Ancients right here. So he's gonna wait for to see if it's a Granite Golem.
Radiant's
Oh,
middle
his lucky
tower is
stars.
under attack.
He's made it. Something going their way, finally. Centaur to mid lane does scout the Nyx Assassin, but unable to latch on with that fissure. Now going to swoop around from the side and see what else he can find here. Nyx just continuing to try and press his luck. Try and find initiation or at least some good scouting information. He was off at bottom, doing what he can as far as pressuring this bottom lane. Still that tier 1 bottom tower. That looks pretty nice and juicy. In you go, Slark. Easiest tier 1 of his life.
Oh, Medusa. Oh my god, this is not the time to find him.
Stone Gaze. Oh, he's short mana. Won't get it off, and Medusa.
He has to buy back. He has to buy back to defend.
It's looking... Yeah, I mean, they can still hold this high ground, but Medusa buyback is something you definitely want to force out if you're MVP Hot6 here.
Oh, he didn't get the Granite Golem. He's still there.
Okay.
Oh dear.
They're going to buy back this... They're going to let the range Rex go down, it looks like. They're going to buy back the Medusa. They may as well do so now, but are they actually just going to let this go? Medusa has the buyback.
Are they not going to buy back?
They're going to glyph. In goes through Slack. They're waiting for the initiation potential. There's your buyback, but no clear initiation. The Nyx is inside the enemy base, though. That's some aggressive play from Baton. Possibly not expecting that buyback from Medusa. Medusa gets thrown up in the air by the Cyclone. They'll lose Nyx here, but look to cut their losses as Baton blink out. No, cancelled by the Totem, and looks like Baton will be brought down here in the end. So the melee rack's still standing, but they waited a long time on that Medusa buyback. It feels like they just wanted to use it. They should just use it ASAP.
Oh no, the troll is killing the golem. What? What's going on?
That is unforgivable.
What? What is going on? Parker,
Well,
what is going on?
I don't know, man. I haven't got answers for you. A tier 1 tower's going down.
Man,
That's what's going on.
The Chen is going to be mad.
Yeah,
He's going to be really
he
mad.
should be. That's his Granite Golem. Who knows when he's going to get another one? They get the tier 1 mid tower from Medusa. That's close to a butterfly now from Medusa. Slack off to the side. There's Duba on the Skywrath Mage. Awa hasn't got his BKB just yet. It's up in a second or so, and he may go in on the Chen next. The Stone is being used. Going to force him back. The TP from Chen, not in time. Two heroes hit the sidelines, and these deaths starting to just add up for MVP Hot6. Not to mention time just ticking, and the late game getting juicier and juicier for first departure here. Earthshaker, possibly in, yeah, where he shouldn't be. Next big thing is going to be this Roshan respawn. A bit over a minute. This is going to be Aegis as well as Cheese this time, and if MVP Hot6 can get that, they're still looking like they're in pretty good shape. They've got the net worth lead, they've got the Troll and Shadow Fiend as their 2-carry late game setup, and they'll have an Aegis and Cheese to try and take, well, either finish the mid lane of Rax or focus on a separate lane, somewhere like the off lane or top lane.
I think the game has already reached a situation where FT doesn't care if they lose one set of racks, they can still defend. As long as they have item progression on the Medusa, the game goes longer with the Slug and Medusa both getting stronger.
Yeah.
Losing one set of racks is not enough for MVP to actually claim a decisive advantage. They need at least 2 sets already right now.
I mean,
Man,
the more lanes you lose, the more Medusa's happy. It's like, oh, I lost 2 lanes of Rack, guess I gotta go rapier now. Too bad. That's Medusa. Medusa love losing racks because it just justifies your rapier choice.
Okay, so there's a Granite Golem on the opposite side of the map. And Chen is like, dude, I'm looking for it. There's a dragon and there's a Thunder Lizard.
You got this damn
GG.
Thunder Lizard. These Thunder Lizards are just, 270 movement speed. His spells are all pretty useless.
If you can cast the spell on a teammate, then maybe it'll be useful.
Yeah, but no can do. That's the one thing with Chen. Like all these ancient creeps are all so incredibly slow. Look, it can scout. That's what it's like a super tanky ward, I guess, is what it can do. Just plop it in Roshan, maybe the plan. Oh.
It doesn't even do that much damage. It's
No,
true.
it hits pretty... I guess with the friends...
Oh, he's gonna scout. He's gonna scout. Oh, there's a granite
Oh,
golem
he hit
here.
the slam! He got the slam on the Phoenix. Pop the frenzy, dude. Pop the frenzy. You gotta use the frenzy.
Man, it's not even worth saving that creep for the mana.
Golem. He got the golems! Finally.
Oh, here comes the troll! No!
Troll, no!
No!
Oh, stop! Chen was yelling at him so hard right there, I'm sure. He is just like, sweet, easy ancient stacking.
No,
Meanwhile,
he's
though,
killing. Oh.
they gave
Oh
up
my
Roshan.
God.
This is not good for MVP Hot6 though. Giving up Roshan? Oh no. Can they get here in time? Here comes the Thunder Lizard WinteR. It's assassin, throws an impale. The Fissure to block these in though. SF Requiem of Souls is available. Stonegaze has been cast, so SF has to turn and face away. Roshan's so low here. Whose side is he on? He's hitting the SF who's been turned to stone. Pulls up in the air here. In comes your troll. He gets thrown up in the air as well. Make up your mind. Who wants to fight? Who wants to fly? Roshan goes to the Radiant. Picked up by the troll. It's a win for MVP Hot 6. Medusa needs
Oh,
to
they
heal
got
up.
both! They got both! They got the Aegis and cheese.
And the
Oh my
Roshan kill
God.
here. Phoenix could do only so much on the high ground. The TP out, not going to happen as well. Gem hits the deck. It's MVP all over at this Roshan fight. It was a ballsy play from First Departure to go for it. It looked like it may pay off. But MVP Hot6 just rush there and make sure they punish it. That Granite Golem, whew, still standing there.
We were so distracted by that granite golem. The troll was trying to kill the golem again. Oh my god. And Chen was like pinging like crazy there.
Radiant structures are
I saw the blue color. Dude, not again.
Just imagine the conversation going on at that time. Like, that Chen has been stacking that ancient camp for the longest time, trying to get a Granite Golem. And the troll just swoops by at the right time, right when it spawns to clear it out. Oh. Slucky Sluck, get out of there. Okay, so Medusa
the
back and no buyback.
The conversation is like so must be some angry conversation.
Yeah. They're gonna lose this melee racks, but we'll see what else they can keep intact. That's gonna be the big thing here. Not losing a second lane. Although that's just when Medusa gets raped usually now.
Okay. They didn't lose the second lane, and Granite Golem is still alive. Here we go, Chen.
Come on, Chen. This is what you've been playing this game for.
And he's leaving creeps unattended across the map.
Bounty rune. Okay, you can get the bounty rune. Get your golem now, dude. Get your golem. Woo! He made it. Heal that sucker back up, man. Where's the all heal? So he's just spreading his creeps around. He's literally using the Thunderhide as a ward. He's just scouting with it. This thing, that's probably about all it's useful for at the moment. It's also useful for feeding Medusa some gold, but that's just 93 gold. No big deal.
I don't understand why he TP'd bottom. They should be looking to get another lane of Rex.
He's TPing bottom, persuading some melee creeps. Chen man, you gotta get with the program.
Yeah, they go. They're gonna wrap around them.
There's a
That's
chance
around
on
it.
here. Earthshaker invis up. Nope, they've got detection. That is an easy pickings. Kill here. Ice Blast's gonna follow up the Yule Scepter. SF gonna blink dodge it. Nicely played there. Medusa so low on HP. Needs someone just TP out of this one. Stonegaze does not proc, and that is a dead Medusa without a buyback, and possibly game off of that. No Earthshaker, no Medusa, no buybacks. And MVP Hot6 say no problem. Let's end this game. Top lane we go. Second lane of Rax, and possibly even more fatal damage. Looking towards the throne potentially. Looking towards bottom lane. Well, this is not the ending First Departure had in mind. It's not been the cleanest of games from either team, but in the end, it's MVP Hot6, the aggressors, who get rewarded for their aggression and take a second lane of Rax here at 38 minutes in.
Dire's top barracks is falling.
They played much better this game compared to the last game, but it's still not smooth.
Dire's top barracks.
No. And First Departure still going to hold things out here. You've got that Medusa. Man, WinteR, what's going on in your house? You got a carpenters over or something?
Can you actually hear that? Oh
Yeah. Earthshaker, Blink, Echo Slam. It's actually pretty nicely. Some good damage. Will bring down the Nyx Assassin. Slark wants your Shadow Fiend. 4Ev holding his ground. He's got the Aegis and he'll once again man up and just shred apart the Earthshaker. Gem on the ground once more, and it looks like with Medusa respawning, this is going to be maybe the last hurrah. Actually, whoa, SF goes down to that Ice Blast effect. They're all going to turn and fight. Earthshaker actually buying back, and 4Ev. Without a BKB, this is maybe going to be 2 deaths on him. They can just wait for the respawn, and Earthshaker have some stuns waiting for him. The pounce is there. Is there any kind of save? Impale? No force stuff available, and Nyx Assassin, they spot him out. They're going to hit him with the pounce as well as the Dark Pack. They know he's there. Another stun hits, but they've got no detection. Ooh. They still have 1 lane of Rax, WinteR. This is where things get kind of dicey, though. Medusa needs a rapier pronto.
It's really noisy now. Sorry, dude.
That's okay. It's quiet down now.
No, it's not. I'm in the middle of some celebration now.
It's the Chinese New Year celebrations.
It's the midweek where the Hokkien people celebrate their New Year.
Is that fireworks going on?
Yeah.
Oh, are they like inside your house? It sounds like they're
No,
inside your
it's
house.
outside. It's
Okay.
outside.
All right. Well.
Obviously, it's outside my house, dude. If it's inside my house, I wouldn't be talking to you here.
Look, man. I don't know what kind of crazy stuff goes on in your house. It sounds very loud. It actually sounds almost like gunshots. I'm just like, you live in some dodgy neighborhood, WinteR. All right, so it's the celebrations going on. Hopefully you're okay. No one's getting hurt, I hope.
Only my ears.
Well, BKB now
Yeah, but
picked up the slash.
he's finally gonna build a BKB. But in like, to be all honest, like in the whole game, in all the fights, in the last couple of fights, it didn't feel like he really needed the BKB. He was still doing damage and they were still winning. So
See,
the highlight of the game, the troll killing the Granite Golem.
oh, definitely. Living up to his name as a troll, I tell you that. He's going to pick up his BKB, it looks like. There we go. BKB en route. Next, Roshan, at least a minute and change away. Likely longer. For now, First Departure just sitting back, waiting for their fate to be decided by MVP Hot6. One way or another, they have little control over this game. They can sit back and defend, but they have no real say as far as how this game's going to unravel, apart from just being the high ground defenders. They're just going to turtle up, bunker down, and hope to last out for the long haul. But right now, things are looking pretty dismal for them.
It's very loud now. I have to mute. Sorry,
Okay.
bro.
That's alright, man. It's alright. It's just adding to
this-
the effects and the atmosphere of the game. Or something, I don't know. We'll see them march down bottom lane towards the tier 3. We go. Already down to half HP. Is a glyph available, and Shaker gonna look to block off the pathway here, but it seems MVP Hot6 have in mind that Roshan could be respawning in the next 10 seconds or next 3 minutes. But
Okay,
they're gonna-
Medusa, you can sell your magic wand, get a BKB now.
Nah, it's rapier time. Well, not yet. You still
Rapier.
need money.
Man, it doesn't matter if you have rapier, man. You can't do anything.
Can do lots. You got Earthshaker stuns. You got Stone Gaze. You know.
Okay.
No, we'll see.
You're gonna get mana burned.
Yeah, it's okay. Relax.
You're doing fine.
You're down 4 lanes, man. None of this BKB shit. You gotta go bigger. Get more ambitious, WinteR. Rape your Mask of Madness. That sounds like
Okay.
a more appropriate
Yeah.
skill build. or
Actually,
item
it's
build.
a good idea. They're so far behind, it doesn't matter.
It is currently about a 15,000 gold difference. XP 10,000, but it's the 4 barracks that have been claimed as the biggest problem. And we'll see them just kind of slow roll things here, keeping the Chen army inside the Roshan pit. It's a long, long Roshan respawn. Almost the max duration here. Just about
Okay,
20 seconds
he's
short.
he's on the same page with me. He's not going to go on go big or go home.
What are you doing, Medusa? Come on, man. Come on.
Come on, reported this guy.
Yeah. I miss the good old days where casters could report players. When did they take away our power?
An article
Well.
of faith.
Yeah, yeah, Beast took away your power.
Yeah. They need to bring back power to the casters. Forget players that not getting reported, man. We need to be able to report these players. Well, right now things are not looking too pretty for first departure. We talked about like late game, they kind of do well, but right now it feels like late game Earthshaker's fallen off. He's just paper to the troll. Phoenix has fallen off. This Supernova isn't even a level 3 Supernova. This is a level 15 Phoenix. That is especially bad. Oh, WinteR. This is great. This has been one of the more interesting casts I've done with you.
Special effects.
Who needs that? Best money in production value. We have a city of, or country of Malaysia providing it for us. They're going to engage him with the slug, trying to bring down the Skyreth of all people here. The Ice Blast going to miss him though. Medusa has Stone Gaze still up. Doesn't want to use it too early. Otherwise, you put that on cooldown. Suddenly, MVP Hot6 are gunning for your last lane of racks. Or gunning for your throne with your big ultis on cooldown. So you got to be very careful about how you use it. Tick, tick, tick. Uh-oh. Nix. Oh, the last shatter effect finds him. Unfortunate. Well, it's going to be Roshan up now and possibly the target for MVP Hot6. But this Assassin, oh, Earthshaker. You fought your heart out here. Now they're going to go in with the slug onto the Troll here. Troll, though, without ultimate. Be careful. Luckily, the tree's providing some cover for him, some fogs, as well as lack of vision here. Nice Stone Gaze. Is it going to be enough to save the slug? No, it's not. Skyreth gets the last hit with an Arcane Ball. Medusa trying to man up against the Troll, but that ain't working too well. Here comes your Shadow Fiend. 4 round. Ooh, 4 after round. He'll get the kill on your Medusa, and that is without buyback. A dead Medusa, a dead slug, also without buyback. Short 40 gold. This is looking like GG. I mean, it kind of has been after the last few fights, but even more so now than ever. 4 heroes on the sidelines. And we're looking at a push. GG. We're going to a game 3. First departure as well as MVP Hot6. Going the distance. Our second 3-game series of the day. I wouldn't want it any other way, WinteR.
GG, bro. I think I should be... You have to go on without me. It's getting out of hand now. Sorry, bro.
Man. You go have some fun, you crazy kid. It was fun while it lasted.
I'm not doing the fireworks thingy. Don't worry.
Man, you should go out there, hit up the streets of Malaysia, have some fun. But everyone, if you wanna tweet at WinteR, let him know how much you enjoyed the fireworks, the special effects. You can follow him on Twitter at WinteRDodo. I'm gonna go to a quick break. When we come back, it's Game 3, MVP Hot6 versus First Departure. Stay tuned.